Today our adventure begins right here on the Cape Fear River. As I pan around, I'm going to show you the town. This here is the waterfront park area here in Southport, North Carolina. At the time of this recording, it is July 4th, 2026. And that means it is the United States 250th birthday. Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Happy birthday to the good old US of A. Went and stopped and got me a coffee at the Southport Coffee Company. Very festive sleeve on there. It's got the Southport water tower that's pretty famous. Been in quite a few movies. But nonetheless, we're going to have us a Southport day. Kind of check out some of the festivities and the crowd levels for the 250th. At the moment, as we speak, they actually have all the streets shut down. When I got in town, it was quite crazy. I actually drove around. I did not take the ferry this morning because the wait was going to be quite lengthy coming from Fort Fisher over here to Southport. So I decided just to drive on over. So that's what I did. And I had to park probably 3/4 of a mile away from this area. Yeah. It's going to be a pretty steamy one today, but this breeze is going to help, I do believe. All that being said, let's go ahead and get started and see what we can see today. Should be a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's go celebrate 250 years of the US. As you can see, my wife is sitting there in her swing. She's just waving, enjoying herself on the waterfront. She said for me just to go ahead and have at it. I don't think she's much into all this walking around today. It is pretty warm. It's pretty hot. I think she just wants to kick back and enjoy the views here on the Cape Fear River. But I think the first thing we're going to do as we get started is we're going to make our way up in here and check out some of these tents, some of these vendors, see what's happening, and just kind of give you a walk by. Probably not, some of these people don't really like you to show their artwork and things like that. As you can imagine, are things they design because they're afraid other people might see it and try to copy it. So we're just gonna kind of keep our distance, but I do want to kind of just walk down through there just to give you an idea what you can expect if you decide to come here, if you just want to see what I'm seeing today. Okay, so right here on the corner of Bay Street and South Davis Street, got us a lemonade stand here. Veterans of Foreign Wars tent, amongst other things. Quality meats and vegetables, been around since 1916 right here. And you can also buy a kilt if you would like to. Check that out. They got a stand here where they sell boba balls. Have you ever drank any boba balls before? I've only had it at Disney World. I've never had it anywhere else. They're kind of weird to have in your drinks, I do believe. You have assortments of jewelry down here. They had a lot of music back there, so I had to kind of dodge that out a little bit there. And looky here, I think this is going to be a popular thing today. The lemonade stands. I think they are going to make so much money today. Lemonade is going to be a big thing. It's going to be a hot one. And right here we have a tent that says effortless hair bun maker and heatless curling tools. Interesting. And man, they still have henna tattoos. I remember that used to be a really big thing many years ago, but I guess somebody's still getting them. And right here, you cannot go wrong with local honey. I always have some local honey in the house. It's very good for you, very good for your immune system. Okay, and I know my wife would like to see this. This here is a kettle corn. And this guy over here is making some kettle corn. He's got some red, white, and blue kettle corn out here. You can actually come out here and buy a few bags of that. Love kettle corn, it's pretty awesome. It's a good job. Okay, right there's where the vendor's in right here on East Bay Street, where it connects to Atlantic Avenue. And anytime I'm in Southport, I always like to show this two-story house here. This here is the oldest house in town. This here is the Walker Pike House. And it was built in 1800, circa 1800. Absolutely beautiful property here with these red, white, and blue decor on it, celebrating 250 years of the US. And right next door, look at this beautiful place. This here is the Grimes House, circa 1890. This is such a beautiful little area to come and get into some shade on a warm July 4th day like we have today. So I want to kind of give you a few fun facts about the US today as we walk around. So the reason we celebrate July 4th is because here in the United States, we declared our independence July 4th of 1776, making 2026 exactly 250 years since the adoption of the United States Declaration of Independence. And there were 56 signers of the Declaration, although not all signed it on July 4th. And right here in front of the Southport Community Building is a very nice porch area. Look at these chairs out here, got some rocking chairs. How beautiful is this? Look at this view of the Cape Fear River. And it's shaded, got a nice breeze out here. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, now I've made my way over here to Fort Johnston, and right now it's pretty desolate out here. If you could just look around, there's not a lot of people around me at the moment. That is going to change in the next few hours. That is going to change a lot, because right now people are just really hunkered around the main drag here in town. And like Howe Street is just packed with people all on the sidewalks and everything, because the 4th of July Festival Parade, the official parade, is actually going on at the moment. So everybody is piled in there, and they actually got a lot of the roads shut down. So that's one reason why I had to park like 3/4 of a mile away from the waterfront area just to make it down here to give a little walk around today. But once that parade is over, this place is going to fill up like big time. And I would be showing the parade, but the bottom line is they are playing an insane amount of like top 40 music. I love AC/DC, but I can't put them in the channel. They're playing like all kinds of AC/DC tunes. Bruce Springsteen, you know, Born in the USA is blaring, you know, out of some of the floats as they go by. And yeah, there's just a lot of music out there, so we're gonna have to skip that part. Okay, so right here in front of Fort Johnston, the brick building, established in 1746, it is actually closed today for July 4th. It's decorated up very beautiful out front, but if you do decide to come, they do have like hand sanitizer stations, and they have bathrooms right here, some porta potties. So it's right here behind the North Carolina Maritime Museum. If you ever come, right where the bathrooms are located. Oh my God, what is that? At first from a distance, I thought that was a poodle, but that looks like a llama. Look at that. What the heck? I ain't ever seen anything like that out in the wild. I've seen it on pet farms and stuff, but I've never seen it out walking around. Maybe it is a poodle with a really long neck. I have no idea. But that thing looks completely like a llama. All right, so I'm gonna make my way up here. At the moment, I do not really hear a lot of music. Maybe we can see some of the parade really quick as they come by. Rolling Spring Lakes Fire Department. They are happy people here, 4th Festival. Looks like the Monopoly guy up there dressed up as Uncle Sam.
Absolutely. Thanks for being up there.
Okay, so this tent here's pretty cool. MC Creations, www.shopmccreations.com. They're on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Look at some of this cool artwork they have in here. I did get permission, so I kind of want to say, I seen this right here. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so welcome to the dark side. I really like that. Got the Death Star right there. Looks pretty cool. Like there's a Grogu. Welcome, you are. That is pretty cool. 5 o'clock somewhere. I know you Jimmy Buffett fans out there might like that. Hey there, Mother Clucker. That is pretty cool. Give you an idea of some of the items they have here. Really cool little place. And if you want to find them, they also have a QR code here. And right there it is. Give them a try. They got some really cool stuff there. Okay, I've made my way back down here to the corner of South Davis and Bay Street. As you can see, there is a lot more people. We just walked down through here about 30 minutes ago. Now look at the people that's out here. Yeah, that's because the parade just ended. Now everybody is coming out in droves to get some lemonade, get food, get cooled down, and start kind of getting things set up for later on tonight when they have the fireworks around about 9 o'clock. Yeah, everybody will start putting their chairs out and kind of claiming their spots here in and around Bay Street here on the waterfront, because the fireworks will be ignited right out here over the water. Okay, right now I've made my way over here to West Bay Street and South Howell Street. And we are going to be seeing plenty of food vendors here on Howell Street. This is a very, very popular location to get some food. We got Captain John's Seafood right here. Right over here on the left, as you can see, they have some wood out here for their smokers. That's because right here is Meemaw's Chicken and Ribs. Let me tell you something, it smells amazing. And over here we got Hot Diggity Dog hot dogs. I mean, you can't go wrong with a hot dog, and let's be honest. What is more American than just a regular hot dog, man? Just a good old hot dog. Oh, this is a good stop right here. It says Happy 4th of July. They got fresh pizza. We got some lemonade. They got grilled hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken bites. Over here on this side below the pizza, we got kettle corn, and they got some gelato. Oh man, we got some gyros here. We got cheesesteak. We got some turkey legs. Check out these turkey legs. Oh my God, those things are huge. Big old turkey legs. And right over there is the peppers and onions mixed in with their beef for the cheesesteak sandwiches. And this is the view down Howell Street. Looks a lot different than it did about an hour ago when I got in town, because all this was blocked off. You could not do anything right here. You can see the beautiful Southport water tower there in the distance and a lot of red, white, and blue banners. Okay, so right here in Southport, they have this old 800-year-old tree right here. And this thing has some really interesting history to it. And they actually call this the Indian Trail tree. This ancient gnarled oak has been estimated to be more than 800 years old. Indians may have bent the young tree to mark the trail to their fishing grounds. The tree took root a second time, thus developing the unusual formation that we see today. So there's a woman over here that's actually painting. I do not want to disturb her, so I'm going to kind of walk over here to the right-hand side and just see if we can get a good side view of this tree. Look at that. That thing is wild and crazy looking. Pretty awesome. And right here on the corner of South Lord Street and West Moore Street, this here is the old Newton House, built in 1886. A lot of red, white, and blue here as we walk by. Very beautiful. Oh, did you hear that backfire? Come from that hot rod right there, that golf cart. So as we walk along, I do want to keep with some fun facts as we cruise around town and try to stay cool in some of these shaded areas. So you know the national bird here in the US is the bald eagle. But did you know it was not officially designated as the national bird until 2024, even though it had been used as a national symbol since 1782? I didn't know that. And I think it's safe to say one of the more famous homes here in Southport, North Carolina, is the Christmas house. This house here celebrates Christmas all year long. And even here on July 4th, hot as Hades out here, people are still in the Christmas spirit. 68 flavors of saltwater taffy can all be yours right beyond those very doors. I bet my wife does not know this is open here in town. This is new. This is the Celtic Creamery handmade ice cream. It is an Irish style ice cream. It is phenomenal. We have one in Carolina Beach, and that is mainly our go-to. Their flavors and the freshness of their ice cream is out of this world. I highly recommend this business. Okay, now I've made my way up here to the corner of I Am Street. Ain't that a cool street name? I Am in East Nash. The reason I wanted to come up here is because sometimes they have some exhibits up here. Like in past years, they've had like a 9/11 exhibit. I know they have some bathrooms, restrooms up here. Right here is the Southport Fire Department. But as you can see this year, they don't really have anything set up in this area. Not here on July 4th. Maybe earlier in the week they had some, but normally they had some exhibits of some type set up here, even some old monster truck one year. I'm gonna walk over this way and give you a few more fun facts about 250 years of the U.S. And did you know the original United States consisted of 13 colonies? And today there are 50 states, and that is really what makes up our United States flags that we see here. The stars are 50 stars, which is representing the 50 states, and then those red and white stripes, there's 13 of them, and that is to show you we had 13 colonies in the beginning. Okay, now I made my way over here to the old Brunswick County Jail, built in 1904 to replace the old city jail, which was destroyed by a fire. Used until 1971 when a new jail was erected to the rear, present home of the Southport Historical Society. And right there it is, as you can see, they have some American flags on the fence post out here. And I just want to look at some of these home fronts here. Some decor out here. And check out this place. Number one, look at this tree right here. Is that not fantastic? Man, these trees, live oaks, man, they make the best shade. It feels amazing right here with this breeze, but this place here looks old. Some kind of a storefront. Check that out. I wonder what that used to be. I have never noticed this building right here before, which I don't really look over here on this side of the street. That's why I'm doing it today. I'm always trying to go places I've not been. But look at the side of it here. I was trying to see if there's anything out here. Got an old post box right here on the fence. Interesting. I get home, I have to do a little bit more research and see if I can figure out what that is. And next time I come to Southport, hopefully I'll be able to tell you. So I'm gonna walk back over here to the waterfront area and see what the crowd levels look like now before we wrap this thing up today. But let's talk a little bit about some of the achievements that the world has known us for in our 250 years of existence. So one of the big things that the United States is known for is the Apollo 11 moon landing. America became the first nation to land people on the moon. How about the practical incandescent light bulb? Greatly improved by Thomas Edison, and it helped electrify the world. Let's not forget about the Ford Motor Company and their manufacturing. They pretty much invented big time manufacturing with like assembly lines and things like that to crank out a lot of vehicles quickly and sell them to the masses. That all started right here in the US. And as you can see, the crowd levels have definitely changed down here on East Bay Street now. These vendors have got to be pretty happy. That is quite the congregation of people. Man, I've walked down through here 3 times now, and all 3 times it's been this dude with the barbecue sauce that's trying to get me to taste his barbecue sauce. I just can't do it. It's just too hot. I'm just not in a barbecue mood right now. Now, if he had a nice lemonade icy or something on it through my way, I might would taste that. It's just too hot for barbecue sauce. Okay, I made my way back over here to the waterfront area. Right here is the park. As you see, they have some smoke. And that smoke right there is a marker because we have a guy actually doing a little skydiving coming in. He's got an American flag. Check that out. That is so cool. And it is a pretty brisk wind today. These guys are definitely professionals. Yeah, that is really, really cool. Yeah, a lot of people was wondering like how well he was going to be able to bring this thing in and land it, but look at that. He is hitting it perfect. That is nice. Heck yeah, give him a round of applause, man. That is beautiful. And the American flag never touched the ground. That was beautiful. Heck yeah. All right, as you can tell, all these boats are starting to clear out now. They was here just to watch the guys skydive over here in the waterfront park area. So all that being said, I think that's a good way just to wrap things up. I will not be staying for the fireworks today. I got stuff to do back home over in good old CB. And that's where I'm about to head right now. But who knows, I might have some bonus footage at the end of this video. Might go see if we can see the fireworks from Fort Fisher looking back this way. They will be very small fireworks, But just for fun, I might try to travel down there tonight and see if I can see any fireworks, you know, shooting off over here at Southport. All that being said, I want to thank everyone, and I hope everyone had a very safe 4th. Really appreciate everybody for watching as usual. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I'll see you on my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again soon. This has been a great day, or a great morning for me. My day's actually really just getting started. Got a lot more stuff to do back home, but hope y'all have a great 4th. I'll see you in the next adventure. Happy birthday, America. Happy 250. Get a good shot of that US of A flag over there flapping in the wind. Okay, and let the bonus footage begin, as I have made my way down here to the farthest most southern end of Pleasure Island. And just here in time for the last little bit of sun to dip below the horizon. Absolutely beautiful evening. Nice little sunset going on. A lot of other folks have made their way down here today to watch it. As I zoom down there and look at the shoreline, you can see people down there doing a little evening fishing. I think some of the people are fishing, but some of the people are here just to watch the sun go down. But here in a little bit, never done this before, so we should, right there on the horizon in the middle of the screen is the area where Southport is, and we should be able to see some fireworks igniting around 9 p.m. It'd be completely dark out here by then, you know, but it's a very beautiful evening. And before we leave, we'll look at the mailbox. Yeah, they've got plenty of stuff in there, but I'm gonna take one of these old Hitchhiking Yeti stickers. I'm gonna put it back here in the back. Somebody might open the mailbox up and find a surprise. Yeah. See some pelicans cruising along the water there, flapping their wings. We're gonna go get to watch some fireworks too tonight. Okay, we are less than a minute away, and there is the first firework from the Southport 4th of July Festival celebration. They're very tiny from right here, of course. But I've just never done this before, and I thought, hey, this is just bonus footage anyway. Let's share it with the viewers. Oh, that's pretty. Check that out. That's nice. Everybody over there is oohing and ahhing. All right, friends, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you make your way down here to Fort Fisher in the next week or so, maybe you'll find you a Hitchhiking Yeti sticker in the mailbox. Okay, here's some bonus footage. So not only is it we have Southport shooting fireworks off, I forgot Wilmington up at the battleship is shooting fireworks off, and you can see them way up the river there on the horizon. If you look really hard, you can barely see the fireworks going off in Wilmington, and that's at the USS North Carolina battleship. That supposedly is a huge show. I've never done that before. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the coming years, if the good Lord is willing to keep us rolling that long. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see Wilmington, and then of course we can see Southport. Fireworks going strong. All right, we're really done now. Y'all have a good one.